Assalamu alaikum. Peace and blessings. I say namaste, whatever you want to say. Great rising to everybody today. Uh, Again, if you are in the chat, if you were here today, definitely add your energy. Come in, say great rising or peace and blessings. These are group meditations, and we're all here together, and we all connecting to that one mind in the universe. So as you come in, make sure that you add your energy. Never just be a stranger. We're not strangers. This is community, and this is us reconnecting with our beings and our highest selves and our minds, and doing the work that no one wants to do, and that's just facilitating healing for each other, facilitating love towards one another, facilitating abundance, and reconnecting ourselves and our minds with abundance. Reconnecting our minds with Allah and with God. I'm not scared to call on Allah's name and His original name. I'm not scared to speak God around me in my environment. I'm not scared to invoke righteousness and the Christ-like mind state and things of that nature because I know that is where I get my power from. That's where I come from. That is the beginning of all things and everything. Right now, I'm actually currently drawing, and part of that homework I've been prescribing every kind of like week or strong in and just doing my little homework, you know, uh, creating my own universe at the same time. And because that's what we do when we create. When we create, we're creating a universes. We are creating our own realities. So it's good when you draw. It's good when you paint or you're creating music and things of that nature because you're doing, you're tapping into that mature mind, that the mind of creativity, and creativity comes directly from source, whether you know it or not, whether you believe it or not. All creative things are always in existence, and anytime you use your imagination, you're seeing something that is within existence, and you're tapping into the akashic records, you're tapping into the esoteric field of reality and of mind. And that's a very powerful thing to do. Great rising. And they want to take you away from your imagination. They want to poison your imagination. And they want your imagination to be exactly where they want um for them to take you. And this is why they give us entertainment. This is why they give us TV shows and they give us these celebrities and things because they can control the narrative if your imagination is only if it's dulled and all you're imagining is the world that they want you to create. One thing that the fathers and the mothers of civilization should know is that you are the father and mother of civilization. And it is your mind that is the magic. It's not everything else. You are creating this reality because you gave birth to it. And you know you did. And you know who you are. It's just time for us to actually realize that yes, we are the ones who give power to everything. Our people are very what's the word for it? We invent everything. The whole world watches us. The whole world the whole world studies our moves, studies our movement. There's nothing in this world that moves without us and without our attention. You understand? And if we start to, as a community and as a whole, focus our intentions and our attention into one singular thing, and whether that is our wealth or our abundance and things of that nature, we win. It's the moment we all get together and we think together. That's when we win. It's very simple, simple laws. But this is what we're doing today. This is what we're doing in these meditation classes. Um, we're connecting and we're doing it righteously. And we're getting back to ourselves. Um, it's been raining in Atlanta for the past week, so I can't be outside. But what I will do today, I would just want to completely focus on meditation. Um, and I want to open up a couple portals and show you all visually what that looks like. And then we're going to go into a meditation today. Today is all about releasing energy. And this week is going to be about releasing energy, releasing and letting go, not taking in energy. It's all about releasing because we are infinite universes within us. We have infinite universes within us, meaning that sometimes we need to actually just let go of things instead of needing to manifest things. Part of manifestation is or executing is releasing old things so that way you can let in the new. You can't keep pouring into a filled cup. You need to empty your cup. You need to empty it. You need to let go of things. You need to, and this is something that is will continuously be a story in your life. No matter how much you come into knowledge or how much you come into wisdom, you have to continuously release. No matter how much that you gain or know, you got to continuously release what you know and submit to truth and submit to higher knowledge and wisdom. And that's something that I personally constantly do every day. I realize that I know nothing, that I actually prefer it that way, that I don't know nothing, that I don't hold on to things and I don't hold on to old ways and forms and knowledge. Because I believe that once you completely feel like you know something, that you lose everything else. And you lose the ability to learn from someone else. And you lose the ability to learn from the moment. And that that locks you in the past. And that makes you outdated. And because the moment you start thinking that you know something is the moment you become outdated. Because the world is evolving and the way the creator has um, attuned this planet and the nature of this planet is to continuously grow. Everything always grows on the planet Earth. If things were to be left like just untamed, trees will continue to grow, bugs will continue to flourish, animals would continue to increase in number. You understand? And this is how our minds work. This is why we continuously look for more knowledge and wisdom because we ultimately want to keep growing. So yeah, so and I'm very thankful that each and every one of you want to even be in this class and even want to partake in these meditations. I feel a lot. I don't know about y'all, but I feel a lot of energy today, and it's important that we stretch and we fast. One thing that is not one thing that is not particularly popular in our culture and our people is stretching and fasting. So what I want to do today is just make sure that we get a little bit because we gotta dust off the rust in our bodies. So I want to make sure that we stretch today. So today I just want y'all to, watch me and follow what I'm doing. Uh, I want to show y'all. I don't know if y'all do this or if you know how to do this, but I want y'all to see this. This is called the lotus pose, and this is how I sit when I meditate. The lotus pose is very healing to your body. You can put your legs up like this. This helps with fixing the posture of your back. Uh, it helps with aligning and attuning the torus energy within your body to flow in and out how it does naturally when you are just cells, when you are just in the womb. And the lotus pose helps to reconnect you with balancing your chakras naturally. You don't really need anything. You just need to get into certain magnetic, uh, magnetic, energetic attuning to your body. Your body is very intelligent. And one thing that I know I tend to do personally is forget to like even massage my own body to and to touch my own like legs sometimes and get in there and give it some energy from my hands. Your hands are very, very powerful universal tools that have every single last chakra point, every single last organ is connected to your hands. And all your energy flows through your hands. You literally have the universe within it. So sometimes what we can do is when we are in this pose like this, and this is sometimes hard for people, but you can massage your organs, massage your body, get your blood flowing, put energy into it, put energy into yourself. Sometimes this is what self-care and self-love looks like. It's just you know, massaging yourself. You don't always need somebody else to massage you. You need to get up in there. You need to tap into your own energies. Especially, I would love for more to see more men understand the feminine principles of their body and to understand that you must practice these things in order for you to even understand the flow of feminine energy. You understand? This is how you get up in there. Besides those thighs, especially for men, because when it comes to the thighs, the men always working on their upper body and don't realize that they actually, your masculine energy comes from your thighs. Your thighs are what produces testosterone. But men always working on their arms, being top heavy, they at the gym and things of that nature. But your masculinity comes from your thighs. It comes from the waist. Your power comes from your waist. It comes from your lower body. You understand? So you need to actually work on these things. And so when you in the lotus pose, I want to let y'all know that you can do stretches such as like this, right? You can turn your body left or right. And what you want to do is you want to breathe into your stomach. Breathe into your stomach and then stretch and go that way. Breathe into your stomach. See, when you in this pose, it's easy for you to move your back and to align it. You can feel your kundalini energy, right? When you in this pose, you can hold both of your knees and you can move your body like this, both ways. This is the serpent. This movement is the serpent movement. Which is the snake. All down here, if you understand your body correctly, you are like a tree, and this is exactly what I've drew today, right? So you see, right down here, down here is more so the serpent. This is the snake coil, your legs, your thighs. This is the masculine energy. As the energy rises up, right? Matter of fact, and I'm gonna start doing these in class. I'm gonna start drawing things so I can help, um, I can start helping to show y'all these things. So naturally, people energy is like this. It's at the bottom of them. The energy is when it's unattuned. It's like the roots of a tree. You understand? It's like it's just everywhere, sporadic. When you start to meditate and get into these poses, like the lotus pose, those roots climb up and they go from here up the root up through your body and they sprout and they create fruit and they create abundance and they create balance. You understand? But if you always, you never attune and you never get into these poses, of course, when you get into the pose, it might hurt. You understand? If your body gets hurt from you doing natural things, that should let you know that you are naturally out of alignment. You understand? If you can't sit into, if you can't sit in poses in a lotus pose and you can't hold these for a long time, well, that's indication that you need to work on these things. You need to work on stretching and you need to work on your body and you need to work on massaging your energy and your chakra pathways and your kundalini in your spine. You need to let that energy move. Sometimes anxiety is just energy that is within your body that needs to, you need to let it out. You need to breathe with it. You need to move it. You don't need to put it on anybody else. Just put it on yourself and allow for the inner guide within you to guide you and to move you forward. Got my guitar with me today. That's my buddy. You understand me? I've been practicing a lot. Um, okay. I've been drinking a lot of water, so excuse me. I want to go into meditation a little bit more quickly today and not do as much, speaking, simply because I just feel like we need to tap in. There are a couple portals that's open right now, um, and the deeper again that you come into, your intuition, you'll feel things, and instead of being emotional about things, just get active, right? Oh yeah, but I did tell you I wanted to do this visual meditation or the portals opening. Um, the things that I do and the language that I'm speaking, when I speak this language, it was a language that was activated to me when I was doing a actual like an ayahuasca ceremony or shaga ceremony, right? And it was one of the ancestral downloads that I received from the Akashic records. Um, Something that you can truly only activate once you experience some of these healing medicines. And I do believe that mostly all black people, when they are ready, after you've gone through certain levels of meditation in the mind, that you should definitely seek and look for and tap into plant medicine. I think it is very beneficial for everybody uh, at some point in time in their life to experience it, to enter that field, and to, you know, really the field of, I would say, more so God, because that's exactly what it is. But I have a lot of energy to share today. Ula tora mayeke, ukomala tora patila. This is a visual meditation, and it's also a sound meditation. So meditation is starting right now. You can just watch and you just listen. Ukala nora palatila tora dima koshinte. kima okoyanete doria mala dora ka shenta for dora ma ika ina dora Yamala dora praises due to Allah ukoma shente para ukoma inata iteri arakama anuya mboto shente yalato dari I would like for everybody to start breathing deep breaths. And if you was watching the meditation last Friday, you can start to do the hand movements that I spoke about. Kayamala Torete, Toyekenata, Toyamala. This is one I would like to for everybody to get. What you can do is you take your fingers, and it's simple. It's very simple. You place them like this, both each, and you kind of lock your fingers. You lock your fingers, and you breathe up. Lock your fingers. Let it out. It's like this. You bring them up. And as you let them out, you can coil them like this. Bring your arm in, and you bring just this one straight. Coil. Now, if you can practice these things, and again, you can always, once the video is posted, go back to it and slow motion it and um, practice it on your own. Practice breathing and practice using these movements on your own and watch how just your energy feels after you do it. You're going to feel a lot of releasing. You're going to feel a lot of entering into the higher states of mind. You're going to start unlocking like portals. Um, we have to move slowly in these processes because moving too fast or trying to teach someone something that takes a long time to master can lead to poisoning um, within the mind where one, you can create stubbornness because people will like to learn something before they are ready. Two, you can create really just nothingness where someone learned it, don't put any energy to it, and it just becomes a dull memory. And this is what we want to avoid is creating more knowledge that is wasteful because all it does is speed up the processing time within our brain, speeds up time, and it continues to add wasteful energy and things that are not true to the universe. Because our minds make up the collective brain, right? Um, Another thing that I would like to show you today is the simple things, simple techniques. You can take your hands and put them in. And this is one of the poses that I feel like everybody kind of knows. It's almost like the peace sign, right? You hold it like this, right? It's another simple, very simple technique that you can do. Um, Rub it across your face. Almost visualize like your face is um, you in lotus position. Visualize your face being in lotus position. So these are your, your legs right here, right? This is your hands. This is your chest. Your eyes are your shoulders, and this is your head. So that's what you can like. These are very esoteric practices, and but they are extremely powerful in the ethereal plane once you start to use your visualization with your imagination and see. Because if you notice that it's all whatever is inner is outer. So on your face, you have literally the representation of all your organs, the representation of your body. And just like how you can tell by the color of your eyes what organs are out of alignment and what you need to work on. If your eyes are not white, completely white around, it means there are certain organs that are that have too much mucus within the body and things of that nature. So even within your own eyes, you can there's the imprint of your entire body. Even within your nose, the imprint of your entire body is simply within your nose. You can look at this as being the foot, the the outer rim of your nose is being the thighs. This, the middle of your nose is again your stomach, and at the top is your head. Um, Same thing can go for the lips. Same thing can go for the chin. Everything is all inner and is outer. So this is why you want to start to even when it comes to um, using your hands to guide and to know that your body has so many different chakra points that you need to massage, that you need to give love to. Take you put whatever you give attention to, whatever you touch, you are loving because love is attachment. You understand? Or it's attaching and detaching. You understand? So if you take your fingers and you massage these points of your body, you massage your own skin, you massage your own face, right? You're showing love to it. And your body recognizes this, recognizes that, oh, okay, you show love to me. Show love to your own body, right? And what we about to do for the next, you know, 40, 50 minutes, we're going to go into this meditation. I don't want to, what's the word for it? I don't want to speak too much today. So we can start going into meditational, pose. Basically, closing our eyes, tune in, breathing, get your breath in. If you haven't already, start to breathe. Close your eyes. Um, put your naturally whatever your body is feeling when it comes to your hand placements. If it's like this, if it's like this, if it's like this. You understand? Just place your hands in a certain mudra, in a line real quick. I'll be um, right back actually. So I need to use the bathroom. Start without me. Start without me. Tap all the way in. My hips won't let me use the lowest pose. Get in them hips. Okay, all right, we back. Let me read the comments real quick. My hips won't let me. The lotus pose be great. Look, hey, just keep. You understand me? Trying to do the lotus pose. Just keep trying to stretch. If you need to, just stretch and take it there. Um, Again, grand rising to everybody. I don't know if you just now coming on and things of that nature, always and you add your energy to the chat. It's always good to receive and to see how many people are here who are with me, so I can know how to also, move forward. Because the energy you give me, it excites me and it allows me to, okay, see what I need to do right and what I'm doing wrong. That's why I need, it's always good to receive feedback. This is not this is all perfect. This is not about that. It's not about being perfect. It's about being right. You understand me? It's about doing the right thing. It's about teaching the right thing. It's about, are you understanding this? Are you receiving this correctly? So always when you come in, don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask if you're not understanding something. There's nobody here that's gonna judge because you don't know something. There's nobody here that's gonna be like, oh, that's a dumb question. There's no dumb question ever in life. You understand me? So just when you come in, ask questions. That's how, the real teachers, real people who would like to help get you to understand further. I don't ever want to be a teacher or a guider that just tells you something. I just want you to take it. You understand me? So when you come in, if you don't know something, just ask a question. So yeah, let's go into this meditation. This meditation is about releasing. This week is about releasing dark energy, releasing entities and spirits up off you and things of that nature. And I want to start it off with a prayer. All praise be to Allah. And I just want to thank Allah. Sabona Allah. Allahu Akbar. Takbir. Allahu Akbar. All praises due to Allah. I want to always, when it comes to releasing energy up off you, you call on your creator. Um, the greatest and most powerful protection and form of protection is your creator, and it is Allah. And calling on God in his correct name, and this is why I call him Allah, because that is his correct name. That is the name that he prefers, and that's the name I call the creator. Um, let's start this off with prayer. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. You can bow your heads or close your eyes. You can get into meditative position and breathing and things of that nature. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah ar-Rabbil alamin. Ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Malik yawmiddin. إياك نستعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Surely Allah, God, release energy up off of me that does not serve me. Release the whispers of the slinking devil and the jinn off of me. Keep me in my right mind. Keep us in our right minds. Keep our hearts pure and light. May we fast from things that do not serve us, that wish to keep us here on this planet Earth. May we fast and practice discernment. May we practice discernment of ourselves, practice discernment of our own healing, of our own minds, practice self reflection, and practice being love, and practice being righteous, and practice being whole within our own beings, within your means, and practice us calling on for what we need and not for what we want. And may you continue to guide us on the right path, the path of those upon whom thou hast bestowed favors, and not the path of those upon whom thou wrath is brought down, nor those who go astray, especially after they have heard thy teachings. And he, Allah, is one. He is neither begetting nor is he begotten. And I bear witness that there is no God but Allah. And I bear witness that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is his last greatest messenger. Ameen. So we're going to go into these breathing. You can do your breathing. As I speak, imagine what I'm speaking about. It's how you create a very powerful portal to your mind, your imagination, into the ethereal plane, and your chakra points. You are in lotus position right now, in your mind, in your consciousness, in your imagination. You are in lotus position. It's greenery around you, all around you. You're in a green savannah. Sunlight is around you. There's a tree behind you. You are laying slightly on this tree. Your back is against the tree. The roots have markings in the other tree, and the roots come out of the ground. And they're very big, powerful roots, like a very grand, ancient tree. They have markings on them. They look Arabic or Hebrew or Latin or whatever one you want to visualize. These roots glow. They glow green. This tree is black. It's a black tree. It's blue black. And again, the ground is green. The markings on the tree are green. You are sitting on this tree, and the roots start to move. And they start to form around you, coil around you in a circle. These roots start to build and they rise from the ground and they start to coil upwards over you. So as you are sitting there in meditative position, you're not bothered by it. These roots, they start to come over you and protect you like a cocoon. You're sitting at this tree and you're now in this cocoon of roots. This tree has covered you with. You're still unbothered, but you do notice that you are now in a more darker place. It's nighttime now. These roots are pulsating, they're glowing. Inside this cocoon, there are stars. And you are the center of a galaxy. More so, the black hole. You are this black hole center of the galaxy. All light is attracted to you, therefore, all these stars are attracted to you. You draw in the stars. You pull in the roots. You pull in everything which is beauty, which is creation, which is abundance, which is love. As you're pulling in things, you're also releasing because you are a black hole, a quantum black hole, a universal black hole that pulls in the light and it releases and it transforms and it terraforms what it receives into something different. So you are this Taurus, like a wormhole, and this energy is coming through you, and you are alchemizing it, and you are creating new universes with this energy constantly. So visualize stars are being pulled into your gravitational pull, and as they come into your black hole, they rematerialize into more universes, more dimensions, more spaces of time. And these stars that come through you and as they materialize, you can think of these new universes as your thoughts. So as you're pulling in energy, you are releasing higher thoughts into the fabric and time of space and time. You are creating different dimensions. As you create these different dimensions, even if a negative feeling comes through, you allow that dimension to be created. Even if a positive dimension is created, you just allow it to create. You're visualizing this on a very powerful magnetic scale. You're also, again, you're seeing yourself in meditational pose. Again, it's this black tree that has formed roots like a cocoon around you. But the deeper inside the cocoon and the deeper that you go in, you see that you are also the center of a galaxy creating more universes. Very powerful, very peaceful and serene. On the outside of this cocoon, there are birds. There are birds, and there's many animals that are now being drawn to you. There's lions that are walking to you, elephants, eagles, wolves, giraffes, rhinoceros. There are alligators, savannah cats, almost any animal you can imagine, owls you can think of. They all, because they notice that the original being is back. You're like Noah on the ark. They can sense your energy, and they all come to view you, and they all come to bow. They all stop what they're doing. They're no longer in a savage nature. They all come to see you meditate and create universes. They all come to see you meditate and to heal thyself. Because every kingdom, every animal in the kingdom of the world understands that a black being healing themselves is healing them. And they bow to that. And they bow to your greatness. Because God created you to be a creator and the ruler over all kingdoms. They are passing through you. They're in your heart, moving through your heart, up your lungs, into your consciousness, through your brain, and now as suns, as stars. Fear turns into a star. Depression turns into a star. Anxiety turns into a star. Negativity turns into a star. These stars are being sucked and pulled into the black hole, into the void. As they're being sucked and pulled into the void in the black hole, they start to deteriorate. They start to break down and they start to flush out the other side and they become alchemized. And you alchemize this fear, this depression, this anxiety, these thoughts that come from Shaitan. They turn into beautiful universes where different animals materialize. In any universes, you see those same animals that are around you, and you transfer their spirits into these different universes. You visualize the lions in one universe, giraffes in another universe, eagles in another universe, hawks in another universe. You transform all the deep inner desires that you feel, lust, greed, hatred. They all swim through you as stars, and they move through your consciousness, and they fall into the black hole, and they come out as animals, dolphins, whales. And within these different planets and stars and universes you are creating, you're visualizing also the environment. You're creating oases everywhere that you rematerialize. There's auroras in these universes. There's deserts with twinkling stars in these universes. There's waterfalls in these universes. There's vast oceans with 100-foot waves within these universes. There's tundra, snow oases with igloos and beautiful sculptures in these universes. There's even other universes with beautiful African stylized technology, statues of great African warriors, indigenous native warriors, ancestral warriors. They're happy, they live in peace and abundance and balance. Okay? And they are completely in tune with themselves. As you are in meditation and repose, and all of these things are transpiring, you are very, very still. And as you are visualizing right now yourself in meditation pose, you place your own consciousness within the thing that you are visualizing, within the being body that you are visualizing, and you enter his mind or her mind, and you visualize even further that as you are still in this meditation, you start to move your hands very slowly upwards on the sides of yourself, and it looks like you're moving thousands of hands at one time in a very slow motion on both sides. And as your hands are moving upwards, You are bringing them closer together back into prayer position where both hands join and they come back down the middle in this thousand hands of Buddha process that you continuously see. It continues to happen. This is within your imagination, within your imagination. So as you are visualizing yourself meditating under this tree, you're also within that visualization creating another visualization where you are constantly rotating your hands like Buddha in the thousand hands of Buddha. So you go into another state of being as you go deeper into the consciousness within the consciousness. You see another being or another version of yourself. And in this one, you're actually active. You're working out. You're doing push ups. You're doing kicks and punches. Like you at a martial arts temple. And you're hitting the wooden bag and you're hitting punching bags. You're releasing energy and it's moving like a storyboard. You're seeing different pictures of you training, doing pull ups, running. You're training for something. And you go deeper in that, you go into another ethereal body. You go deeper. And remember all of this that I've mentioned from the first beginning, all of it is happening simultaneously. You go even deeper and you see yourself on a spaceship. And on this spaceship, you are traveling through the universe. And on this spaceship, you are going into different planets. You are seeding them with pyramids. And you're dropping pyramids on the planets that have yet have life on them. You're going into these different planets, you're dropping big old pyramids into mathematically placed. So therefore, it terraforms hot planets into cool ones, cool enough to host life. You're seeing yourself as the divine architect, as the being who is giving birth to universes and planets and stars. On this spaceship that you have star molecules. You just drop a little bit of it into the void of space and it creates big old suns. And as you keep doing this, you just move into one point in time in the quantum web of space into another. And you're just creating more and more universes. Now let's go even deeper into the esoteric plane. You go into another mind of yourself. Another mind of yourself where you're just living on a planet. And on this planet you're building kingdoms. You are the emperor or empress within your own kingdom. You are creating mathematics. You are ruling as a righteous ruler. And you have a kingdom of millions that you are the head of. And you rule this kingdom righteously with love and integrity. You rule this kingdom with balance and you rule it with peace. You have scholars. You have doctors. You have engineers. You have warriors. You have shamans in this kingdom. You have different tribes in this kingdom who are all righteous. But y'all all keep each other on y'all toes. There's 13 other tribes or 12 other tribes. You all are in a competition to rule over the multiverse. Who can bring the most balance to the multiverse? This is what y'all in competition over. And sometimes y'all do war, but it's always righteous in the way that y'all war. You don't steal from one another. You war with integrity. Bloodshed is always prayed over and always respected. You bury the dead. You make sure that the wives of the fallen warriors are protected and that the children of the fallen warriors are always protected. And these tribes always have respect for one another, no matter the differences. Because the ultimate goal is to create a more harmonious multiverse than universe. These tribes go by different names. One could be Omork, the other one is Shabazz, the other one is Anu, the other one is Sharu, another one is Korama, or the other one is Dayama, another one is Koyalaka, the other one is Poyambetera, the other one is the Shuros, another one is the Mayalaks, whatever in which you want to name these tribes. Because what you are doing is creating these tribes. You are creating this universe somewhere within the universe. And you are giving birth through your mind to the multiverse, whether you know it or not. You have the ability through your consciousness, through the very thought of it, to seek out universes and create them. And now there are beings who are living out this universe. And now there are beings who live within this universe that you have just created. This place that you have just entered. This place that you have just imagined. It now exists. And it now is moving through time. And now you have the ability to place yourself in that universe. But to be within this universe, you must, on this plane of existence, set yourself up how you have set that universe up. What were the rules for that universe? Once you recreate those rules here on this planet, in your current life, within the next, you will be able to enter that life. This is how reincarnation works. You go where you wish to go. You go to the place amongst where you wish to be. The mythology, the truth is you. The universe is yours because you are the vessel for Allah. And Allah wishes to experience Himself through you. And Allah wishes for you to know your power. And Allah wishes for you to understand your grace. And Allah wishes for you to understand your being. And Allah just wishes for you to live purposefully. And Allah just wishes for you to live righteously. You have created this universe. You are able to walk within this universe. You are able to experience this universe in any way, in which form, in which you wish to experience it. Allah just wants you to remember the source and where it comes from. And that is the core of you, the being within you, in your heart, the machine that creates worlds, the machine that creates everything, the pulsation and the electromagnetic pulse of the core of your cells, of your atoms that constantly replicate and split into more, that balances out your DNA. All 198,000 square miles of this planet Earth is yours. The circumference of the planet Earth, 25,000 or 24,680,000 square miles, is yours. Total land mass of the seas and the earth, 178,000 square miles, is yours. All 6 septillion tons, followed by 24 ciphers, 21 ciphers of the weight of the planet Earth is yours. The mountains, the savannas, the deserts, the oceans, the islands, the continents are all yours. Now you start to come back through all of these different ethereal bodies back into the one body that you are currently in, the one in Earth realm, here, present. You start to release from the different ethereal bodies that you have, and you start to banish them and allow them to go off into the ethers. You start to come back to Earth. You start to move your feet and your body. Shake yourself up. Wake yourself up. Okay. Ooh. Even me, y'all, when I be in this lotus position, my feet, they definitely do. Oh, definitely stretch. Come back. Come back into yourself. Come back into your body. I want to let y'all know that this meditation that we just did was a tree of life meditation. These types of meditations actually create universes, and they actually form planets. How do we think that our universe was created? The reason why there is no beginning to a universe, and the reason why there is no end to a universe, and why you can't see the beginning of our universe and no one knows, is because it is a thought. And when thoughts form and when thoughts travel, you have to remember that all thoughts just exist in existence. Therefore, there is never a beginning of a thought. Never is there an end of a thought. It is only existence of a thought. Therefore, all universes, you understand, have no beginning. Because once something exists in the Akashic records, once something exists within the tree of life, it just exists. And there is no end to it. And there is no beginning to it. Because you give balance and you give way and you give creation to all things. We reincarnate into these thoughts that we think. Little do you know it or not. This is why once we start to know that our thoughts are powerful like this, we tend to shy away from watching TV or spending too much time in social media, giving our attention and our imagination to things that don't matter, into horror films, and scary movies because you do not want to reincarnate into a world that you were imagining was depressive or imagining was horrifying. You want to have very clear intentions. You want to have very clear thoughts. And you want to be very, 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 very in tune with yourself. And you want to leave this world happy. And you want to leave this world in love. And that is the reason why we wish to all get married and to live out lives with our significant others so that way we can leave this world in peace because we know that we don't wish to have any regret because that's what a regret will bring you back to this planet Earth. You understand? Regret will ground you back here. It'll reanimate your spirit onto the planet because if you feel like you have unfinished business here, you'll never be able to choose a new realm somewhere else. You understand? The spaceships that higher intellectual aliens and beings have are the ones of the mind. They don't need metal technology or things of that nature. They just use their thoughts to travel because they know that the body and the being is the most beautiful technology that exists in the universe. And this is all you need is your mind to travel to the universe, through the universe, around it, in it, upside down, diagonal, horizontal. It is literally your consciousness. And that, my friends, conclude the meditation for today. And this was a very powerful, I don't know if you understand it or not, but this is a very powerful, visualization and releasing meditation. And if you can practice this, using or listening to this meditation often, you will unlock some things. You will continue to unlock some very powerful things, and you will see just how powerful you are. Um, and I'm thankful again for everybody that's here, um, for everybody that's joined with me. I wish that we can actually have real dialogues with one another and things of that nature. Because I can only see a couple people responding in the comments. I don't know how many people is here. And but if y'all like this meditation today, leave a review again in the Discord, or right here in the comments. I like to screenshot these always. And if this helped you today, if this meditation has helped you and has released some energy from you today, also comment that as well. All praise is due to Allah. I'm thankful for you all for joining. Again, I'm thankful to be teaching these classes, thankful to be guiding in these meditations in these spaces. And I pray that every single as person has a very beautiful day, tomorrow, and the rest of your life. All praises are due to Allah. Alhamdulillah. Takbir. Allahu Akbar. Takbir. Allahu Akbar. I want to thank y'all for joining in with me today. Love y'all, family.